Welcome to Voices Online TV, your trusted source for the latest news and developments in Sierra Leone. Today, we embark on a groundbreaking journey into the arts of our nation's digital evolution. In a world where information flows seamlessly through screens and keyboards, new media has become a powerful force shaping our society and driving progress. From the energetic bloggers who bring fresh perspective to social media, influencers who amplify voices and stories, Sierra Leone's digital landscape is alive with innovation and engagement. In our new program, New Media, Contribution to Development in Sierra Leone, we explore how these digital pioneers are transforming our nation. Join us as we dive into the world of online content creators and media innovators, discovering how their efforts are fostering growth, education, and empowerment across Sierra Leone. Tune in as we spotlight the voices behind the screens, unveil the impact of new media on our development journey. This is New Media Contribution to Development in Sierra Leone, only on Voices Online TV. Voices,
your trusted information hub.
Welcome to Voices Online TV, your trusted source for the latest news and developments in Sierra Leone. Today, we embark on a groundbreaking journey into the arts of our nation's digital evolution. In a world where information flows seamlessly.
Good morning and welcome to this edition of Voices at 7, where they come to you live on Voices Online TV, now with Facebook and with YouTube channel. This is now 1 hour 30 minutes program where they look at issues we go for deal with development in our salon. And you where they watch we can be part of this program by way how you could drop with comments now with Facebook and with YouTube channel, and same way so send we SMS or WhatsApp message through the number 034 225 373. And we will bring the program come to you this morning. Me your name na Magdalene Kagbo.
And me na Arnold Felix Elba. Inside the program this morning, inside the Women in Tourism Congress where they currently go on na Freetown, the Vice President Dr. Mohamed Julia Jallo don say women them they play important role in the tourism ecosystem. From November 1 this year, market women them na Freetown go stop for use pints for sell palm wine, oil and natai with the different bottle them, and same way so now the new measure cup them where the Sierra Leone Standards Bureau don't introduce them go begin use for sell rice, sugar and other thing them. And we they can't talk about travel, tourism and the role where technology go play for boost tourism in the country. This plus other story there for you inside the program. So not gonna away, continue for with me for the next 1 hour 30 minutes.
And inside the program this morning, let we take with first story for help give strength to people them where they live with disability and make themselves able for contribute to society. Some of them being set up the eye polio technical institute where they train them on content. name na Paul Usman Kabia, Program Manager for Eye Polio Technical Institute, and he be dey talk on wetin dem dey do for help improve the life of people dem wey dey live with disability. The program wey you dey watch na Voices at 7 wey dey come to you live on Voices Online TV, now with Facebook and with YouTube channel. And you sef can be part of this program by way how you go drop with comments now with Facebook and with YouTube channel, and same way so send with SMS or WhatsApp message through the number 034225 and we dey continue to program.
The program they continue, and we'll look at another issue inside the program this morning, and we'll go straight to the second headline inside the program this morning. OSI Standards Bureau don't say from November 1 this year, people will left for sell palm oil, nata, and other things them more than they use bottle for measure na market, and then go same way so use cup them normal way the Standards Bureau don't introduce for sell rice, flour, and other things for measure. Standards Bureau say inside this interview where the deputy executive director do with me, Amadou Jogoba, say then go also use meter we then get now for sell material. He talk more and other things inside this interview.
We don't get the law from 2010. We don't change the imperial, what we call feet, pounds, and seconds to the metric system on a meter, kilo, and seconds again. But what we first do as a Standards Bureau, we first work on the petroleum sector. By then, the country will measure petrol in gallons. In 2011, we changed that to liters, where they elected the world, they enjoy the benefit of liter. Now, we don't come back at the general commerce and trade, when I do deal with big population, mostly in the informal sector. And if you go to the market, you see different types of cup where they take measure, and which are not too fine. So for low get uniform cup, I make you come with the metric system. We begin put the cups them for half liter and full liter. Then for
the liter, that will feel all the things that we put.
No, this half liter and full liter, all we put as cup. Then the purely now for what they measure palm oil, natai, what they call palm kernel oil, coconut oil, honey. This now they will talk about. Now the other cup we introduce what they call the standardization cup, and how they use that for measure any solid product. For instance, rice, sugar, flour, so that when we people go buy the thing, and by kilo, and by kilograms, the rest are 50 kilos. So if you use that cup, the big cup, they pull 50 cups. The small cups go pull 100 cups because we put measurement size then by the cups then. Then we not happy. We don't even count with sample scales because we buy the beef in pounds. Now we go and buy the beef in kilo. All landing they can take place gradually, but for the meantime, as a bureau, also we will push on. First, we want make the cups they reach the market. When you reach the market, then it go easier now for you move to the beef and the other one, even the fish.
So when is this?
Well, we don't put through program, although start with inside November, because we don't meet with the stakeholders. And one of the key stakeholders for make this thing succeed are the market associations. We get the traders union, we get the petty traders association. So we don't meet with them, we don't talk with them, we don't plan with them. Follow we roll out the cup. Then follow we get wait for this copy again. We don't meet the local councils. Like today, if not to this press conference, I for today with Chairman Kasho. But the manager don't go do. For go meet with them, for tell us that this we don't get, that the bad, that this one can implement.
So this is for the whole country, or just
That for the whole country, but we start Freetown for Western area. because the thing for involve money. The money we get for now, we start Western area. Any mistake we do inside there now, or they launch the thing, we go get around, we go sit down back at the drawing board, we assess them, then we start. Well, it comes them, now then the very market man, and I then get for market them. And that make we involve them from the beginning. So because we not agree for the other person for go say no, and then the market man, I make them go sign MOU with we. So and back we go train them inside the market. We don't purchase 50 aliens. Now we go for purchase another 50 extra aliens. So that we train the person at the market, they take the aliens, they get the cups, then they show them how to use the cup, they're waiting at the table for look, and we get a cut-off date. We say, come so period. If you don't get this cup, you don't be able to sell again.
So now the type of make a uniform for all business people.
For all, like uniform cups. So if you look, what we say uniform, we language we call a standardization cup. Now for all man. What do they say for say? The same cup we they use free toya, and the same cup we get for use at the last village. Standards bureau not only one green. We get other people them. You see, we get the National Consumer Protection Commission. We get for face them come on board. We get the local council and they get for them on board. Because we want any dispute we can say, the local council they will step in. And then they could get for go get them the master cup. They get them the cups. Where you go, where you want to argue, they measure. So we make them easier.
What is the type of action in this organization?
Well, we want to reduce the suffering. If you look, I don't go buy something on 50 kilograms. They are just a measure quantity. But if the cup equivalent to that 50 kilograms, they are no say if 1 kg na 8 cups they come on with, I know the 8 cup in price. And then they put. And you find out say when you take a go measure that, you get to the 1 kg. So you find out say me not if you yourself you get your money we buy with, then you be able to cook, you be able to do a lot of things. The ruler now for measurement by yard. People learn by yard they measure. Now we can begin measure material, clothes. Who they go show? One year, who they go buy material? Go buy for me 2 yard. Now the language they change. Go buy for me 2 meter, 3 meter. So now meter get for can be. So now that make we work with the market association so that we will popularize the articles there. Then even go down that side now, if they draw your house plan, in order for me again in feet and meter, we then on that even that discussion with the Minister of Land. So what will they try for? Come next year, we will not go far for the General Commerce and Trade in terms of implication.
That's now been Amadou Jogoba, the Deputy Executive Director for Sierra Leone Standards Bureau. Well, the program where you watch now Voices at 7, where they come to you live on Voices Online TV, now with Facebook and with YouTube channel. And you self can be part of this program by way how you go drop with comments now with Facebook and with YouTube channel, and same way so send me SMS or WhatsApp message through the number 034225373, and they continue to program and let we take another story inside the program. For help promote women them where they pound tourism business, the Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs and then partner them don't begin one Women in Tourism Congress where it targets over 500 women all over the country. Inside this Congress, the Vice President, Dr. Mohamed Jude Jallo, talk about how important women them be in the tourism sector. I've been go witness this opening ceremony of the colorful program and put this report together. The Women in Tourism Regional Conference, wey bin hold yesterday 29 October 2024, bin bring together industry leaders, people wey dey make policies and advocate for women their rights. Inside this congress, the Vice President, Dr. Mohammed Julde Jallow, don say despite the country get electricity challenge, the government don improve electricity from 16% to 40% from where the government can have power. The Vice President go before for say tourism get key role for push the economy go before. Dr. Jallow tok say women dem dey play key role na the tourism ecosystem. The Minister of Tourism and Cultural Affairs, Honorable Nabila Finda Tunis, don say the main reason for this congress na for move beyond empowerment and give women the opportunity na the tourism sector. Madam Tunis continue for say with all the fight for gender equality na small impact e get na woman dem life and woman dem still dey suffer because of structure and barrier growth across Africa. E same way so call on member states for stand up and overcome dem challenge here wey women dem dey face. Ms. Sarafin Wakana, wey na the UN residential coordinator, tok say tourism dey offer
transformative opportunity, especially for women dem, and dis go help salon economy. E go before for say women dem for get 54% of the total employment, and one of the barrier wey women dem dey face na limited access to financial options.
That's a report wey have been put together from the Women in Tourism Congress wey currently dey go on na Aberdeen, na Freetown. The program wey you dey watch na Voices at 7 wey dey come to you live on Voices Online TV, na with Facebook and with YouTube channel. And you sef wey dey watch me can be part of this program by where you go drop with comments na with Facebook and with YouTube channel, and same way to send me SMS or WhatsApp message through the number 034225 We dey continue to program.
The program will continue. And we'll go now on the line. We also get Robert Konemakagu, now civil society activist. Robert, we don't talk on this issue. We see the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Sierra Leone, we don't clear Lara Telopias, the former Auditor General and the Deputy Tamba Momo. Good morning, Robert, and welcome to Voices Online Breakfast Show.
Good morning. Thank you very much for having me, Alan Felix Elba.
Okay.
It's a pleasure for you on the program this morning.
Okay, Robert. Robert, we see outside the Institute of Institute of Chartered Accountants don't clear the Auditor General and Tamba Momo say they not do any bad way they be the executor. What do you think of this?
Well, first of all, when we get the report yesterday from the professional body itself, where they regulate the chartered accountant in this country, where they give a license, just like the judiciary, you know, the judiciary, you get the legal counsel, where now then they oversee and supervise the legal body. Where if a lawyer do anything wrong, and that body they able to come and seize the license from the lawyer for stop of practice. Just like the same to the Institute of Chartered Accountant. This is a regulated body. We do for all children relate to people who do accounting. So when we see this thing, we'll be really amazed. And for us, we do work on issues of accountability over the years, especially that issue therefore do with the Auditor General and the tribunal stuff. It is a lot of questions, and this should be done to see. time the one that they accused, the Laura Therapias and Tamamomo, for come out to the public and for clear the name in respect of those recommendations and allegations that they make against them for the tribunal report. But for us, these are professional body, and then they look at the team. They really look at how they look at it, because then they do the professional way of how they monitor their own programs. And the team members are really part of that institution. When this don't get clear call for say, there are a whole lot of controversy between now the report itself, the tribunal report. Because if the body when they in charge of that day, within the tribunal report say are two different things. For us to see I call for concern. Then if I go back to the drawing board, please don't put Parliament at a real test of time, because at any time Parliament meets for make a decision in respect of Appear's issue. And I believe this not going to go well, because if the professional body itself will then they supervise at that level, don't come out with a report, a preliminary report, in respect of what it is, because then they make reference to the tribunal report. So they make the examining, looking at the issues in terms of the issue they talk about on professionalism, and then say no.
Yeah,
say,
because
they not breach any trigger for it on professionals from TN.
Yeah, they say they acted in the best interest and they uphold professional standard.
Yeah. So when this really, we really need to go back to the drawing board. And Parliament need for acts. Like I just like what initially say.
Yeah.
Parliament also will create a fair trial and the open platform for the one. And the man be not come public. Don't go, there is a lot of media houses, radio stations, then not make clarity in respect of same. But apparently, since we this report don't come out, I think they don't try for look at the pitfalls on the tribunal reports, what the tribunal say. So it's high time for Parliament for make a well now in respect of when they meet. So like that kind of report here, for me, it really don't sound too good well towards the tribunal report. Because one of the things we really foresee, the composition of the tribunal, you know that people know that these are chartered accountants, people know that read law in accounting, we know the issue of auditing. These are one of the concerns we beget. And another the concern we like appears and more we get. Because if they settle the tribunal, now people understand the issue and go for the accounting. These are not auditors. These are not expert auditors. They are not experts. So this will be the concern. So you don't forget people who are experts, whether about auditing, whether law degree, only understand about law, whether professional law. So these are some of the concerns that we get. Yes, my serious, something don't go wrong. Because if it is professional body, now the body is all responsible for anybody the practice account at this country. And they're ready for challenge anything to at international level. And you see what they make reference of all the international body they will be. So when this one says yes, there is an issue on the tribunal reports. And they really need to go back to the drawing board and see how they will address those people. For me, like I say, all of this will have to the government. Government really need for give a second chance to Larapia and Samamomo. They need to forget about all the non pass. Everybody will repeat for their life. So I believe as some of the things who are on the foresee, I don't cancel because I really say yes. It's high time for them to give a second chance. Okay. So picking making nothing, Papa. Just like I say, these are professional. Just like I told the talker in terms, let me understand. Okay. So if this law council for me, so government therefore really need for do the needful for ensure say how they go for there to wait till the report say, because these are the professional bodies.
Okay. So what
and then they supervise them, and then they get a license. You know where we do, and then they get pursue the license for you. So I don't know why all this thing happen. You know, in government be involved. I can start for the part of that panel body day.
Okay.
So these are the, you don't look at it, these are the issues. Because then for them be the right people away for them involved for them to do this whole investigation there. Because they are not part of the body. When the composition for that thing, they be supposed to not be ICANN Stanley. They for them be the member then that they can ICANN wait for the part of that process. The whole side. That they get to look outside of fall now. So government need to go back to the drawing board.
Okay. So Robert, in all of this, what in this mean for, because we don't see now institutions in a salon, they hardly come out and be an independent institution. What in this mean for institution in a salon where we see one institution for the first time be independent in recent times, be independent and therefore be accountable?
Well, mommy, like I say, there are a number of institutions where they're independent, whether they're influenced by anything. We have institutions where they're influenced by government. That because I can't stand not a government institution. So not be influenced by any extra forces. These are independent body. They may get subvention from government, then they get some from their own membership. Then they get support for the membership contribution really. So no matter what they get support for no. So not only way for influence them. So then they do the right thing. If you say to the best of their ability, if they lie with the profession. So nothing, there's no extra thing going for influence the decision. So that they get for say.
So in your own eyes, like how ICANN you satisfy with their report because they clearly don't indicate see Larry appears in deputy, not do nothing and totally then do their work according to the standard, the guidelines of auditing. So you totally agree with the report saying what them pull say.
But I get for subscribe to them because I don't have a professional body.
Okay.
No, I don't make reference to the law. You remember once we this lawyer, then the ACC be indicted this Shiaz Moses.
Yes.
Remember, this is a senior lawyer, a senior lecturer at Fabi College. Because of the issue for release from zero indictor, the legal counsel suspend her and they seize the license for operate. Because of unprofessional misconduct, because the indicts Shiaz Moses for unprofessional something. So if he now appears at Torobomo, then we do the same. I can't tell for them suspend the license. But if you see them back come publicly, they take the time. All this while, they never talk. They wait on the report, they examine the report, they do the forensic audit, they do everything related to that day. Now look now, remember, the tribunal don't take how much months? How much more they take? They never talk, they never comment. They back and forth, go so back and forth, they back and forth come. Now, they wait until the report come out, they might come out their own position and their own findings. So I think say these are the professional body. So I think say Parliament really there for look at.
So the spotlight now all on turn to Parliament for come out to their own final reports.
Huh?
So now the spotlight all the body now dealing at the hands of Parliament.
Yes. So now we know whether Parliament independent, Parliament they do things on their own or they influence because these are other arms of government. So these are just time for Parliament now. For let Parliament do the needful in respect of ICANN report yes, that don't come on do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Robert. One for tell you plenty. Thank you. We take your time for joining me at the studio on the line this morning for give your opinion about what you think.
I'm a pleasure always for when you call me, let have me voice. And I think saying that the right thing to do, let people have a voice, and I also appreciate the voice online platform. We're a big platform now where then they get opportunity for everybody, irrespective of whose idea. And I think say you create an equal opportunity for all. So once again, thank you that I want to plenty. Thank you for this opportunity. God bless.
God bless. Thank you very much, Robert. In Robert Kanema Kago, in a civil rights activist. and don dey talk on issues that we get for do with governance and transparency. The program you watch now Voices at 7, they come to you live on Voices Online TV. We dey take a short break. When we come, we go continue the conversation as we go host somebody wey get experience by tourism and travel business, and we will talk about the in promoting tourism. Continue for watch Voices Online TV.
Welcome to Voices Online TV, your trusted source for the latest news and developments in Sierra Leone. Today, nation's digital evolution, shaping our society and driving progress. From the energetic bloggers who bring fresh perspective to social media, influencers who amplify voices and stories, Sierra Leone's digital landscape is alive with innovation and engagement. In our new program, New Media, Contribution to Development in Sierra Leone, we explore how these digital pioneers are transforming our nation. Join us as we dive into the world of online content creators and media innovators, discovering how their efforts are fostering growth, education, and empowerment across Sierra Leone. Tune in as we spotlight the voices behind the screens, unveil the impact of new media on our development journey. This is New Media Contribution to Development in Sierra Leone, only on Voices Online TV. Voices,
Your trusted information hub.
welcome to Voices Online TV, your trusted source for the latest news and developments in Sierra Leone. Today, we embark on a groundbreaking journey into the arts of our nation's digital evolution. In a world where information flows seamlessly through screens and keyboards, new media has become a powerful force shaping our society and driving progress. From the energetic bloggers who bring fresh perspective to social media, influencers who amplify voices and stories, Sierra Leone's digital landscape is alive with innovation and engagement. In our new program, New Media, Contribution to Development in Sierra Leone, we explore how these digital pioneers are transforming our nation. Join us as we dive into the world of online content creators and media innovators, discovering how their efforts are fostering growth, education, and empowerment across Sierra Leone. Tune in as we spotlight the voices behind the screens, unveil the impact of new media on our development journey. This is New Media Contribution to Development in Sierra Leone, only on Voices Online TV. Voices,
Your trusted information hub.
welcome to Voices Online TV, your trusted source for the latest news and developments in Sierra Leone. Today, we embark on a groundbreaking journey into the arts of our nation's digital evolution. In a world where information flows seamlessly through screens and keyboards, new media has become a powerful force shaping our society and driving progress. From the energetic bloggers who bring fresh perspective to social media, influencers who amplify voices and stories, Sierra Leone's digital landscape is alive with innovation and engagement. In our new program, New Media, Contribution to Development in Sierra Leone, we explore how these digital pioneers are transforming our nation. Join us as we dive into the world of online content creators and media innovators, discovering how their efforts are fostering growth, education, and empowerment across Sierra Leone. Tune in as we spotlight the voices behind the screens, unveil the impact of new media on our development journey. This is New Media Contribution to Development in Sierra Leone, only on Voices Online TV. Voices,
Your trusted information hub.
welcome to Voices Online TV, your trusted source for the latest news and developments in Sierra Leone. Today, we embark on a groundbreaking journey into the arts of our nation's digital evolution. In a world where information flows seamlessly through screens and keyboards, new media has become a powerful force shaping our society and driving progress. From the energetic bloggers.
Welcome back from that break there. Well, the program where you watch now Voices at 7, where they come to you live on Voices Online TV, now with Facebook and with YouTube channel. And you self for the watch we can be part of this conversation. That way how you go drop with comments now with Facebook and with YouTube channel. And same way so send with SMS or WhatsApp message through the number 0342253373 and we continue to program.
Yes, I want to apologize to our viewers, our audience. We'll have to switch from Creole to English. Magdalene, we have to change.
Yes.
Let's go to gear 1. It's strictly English because of our guest, who is Brooklyn Violesa. Brooklyn is a tourism and travel expert. Good morning, Brooklyn. Welcome to Voices Online TV.
How are you?
I'm good.
How the body?
It's fine.
Literally the only thing I know.
Okay. The body fine. How you yourself body?
Fine.
Okay, fine.
I think that's a good start.
I would have to know who actually teaches you Creole.
So my mom used to work here for decades. She was the former UN Women representative. And I would hear her like on the phone, and she learned Creole, and so she taught me.
So your mom can speak Creole?
She can. She's remarkable.
Okay, so let's talk about this person. Who is Brooklyn?
I'm just a girl. No. I am half Kenyan, half South African, and I love my continent. I'm a former OAP, so I've been on radio, I've been a TV host. I've done so many things. My qualification is in law. I specialize in sports law. And because my countries, we have rugby, we have marathon, we're marathon winners, we have boxers, cricket, and I'm so passionate about sports. I went to law school on a basketball scholarship. Yes, we cannot tell right now, but I was athletic, and so I like to, that's my brand of women empowerment. I love to empower women through sports. I have a sports academy for young girls, because it can afford you an education. It helps you physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. So, in a nutshell.
This is Brooklyn.
Yes.
Okay, so
let's talk a bit about the clothes. The clothes she's wearing. You look fabulous.
Oh, thank you.
What color is it? Purple?
Yes, it's more like a lilac. Yes, girl. Yes, it's like lilac and like eggplant.
Yeah.
It matches the color of the
thanks. Very intentional about these things.
So where did you get this from?
This is actually a local Sierra Leonean designer. Her name is Chisom.
Okay.
And I love her style. It's very refreshing, very elegant, very feminine.
So let's talk about tourism.
Yes.
And travel.
I am passionate about travel. I started traveling, I think, just coming from that diplomatic or expatriate background with my parents. I was born into travel, so it's all I know. And for me, it's the cheapest therapy. So I travel for my mental health. Okay. And my dream is to make Africa accessible to each other. I feel like I don't like the idea of African countries needing visa to go to other African countries. I feel like divide and conquer still works from the colonialists. So I want to make travel affordable for Africans. You should be able to. Have you ever been to East Africa?
No.
South Africa? You know what I'm saying? And it's your continent. So I love to promote Africa. You don't have to go to Bali. You can go to Seychelles. You don't have to go to Dubai. You can go to Morocco. It's literally the same vibe.
Okay.
But I feel like we don't sell our continent enough. And yet all these other continents depend on us for our resources. There's no Apple iPhone without the Congo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's
Because the raw products.
there's no Swarovski without Sierra Leone because of the diamonds. So I feel like we sell ourselves short. They need us, and we should own it.
And then we should sell ourselves as well.
Perfectly. And we can sustain ourselves. You know, they're the ones who have always come to us for our resources.
So you're in Sierra Leone for the Women in Tourism Congress. So why do you decide to be part of the Women Congress?
First of all, you know, it's pro-women. I am a feminist. Whatever that means to people, I don't know. It has a negative connotation, but to me, feminism just means you believe in equal opportunities for everybody. So anybody who's not a feminist is very strange to me. It's like, why? That's strange. You know, we need each other. So I'm pro-women. I'm pro-Africa, like I said. And I feel like Sierra Leone is such an understated country. People don't know that you know, it's beautiful, that it has beaches, it has mountains, and you can see dolphins. It's one of my favorite destinations. So I was really proud to hear that they're kind of championing this cause.
Oh, okay.
The director of tourism, Mr. Jallo, great, just like young, open-minded. The Minister for Tourism, Ms. Nabila. You know, just like so diverse, so accessible, and what she's doing is dynamic. So, of course, I love being part of, you know, anything.
Okay, so is this your first time in Sierra Leone?
No, it's my second time.
Second time.
Yes.
Okay. But do you enjoy your stay in Sierra Leone?
I do, absolutely. So the food is great. Cream.
And cassava leaf. Have you tested the cassava leaf?
Yes, that's bae. I have, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I have like potato leaves for breakfast. Yes.
Potato leaf actually is my favorite.
Oh, really? I haven't had that.
Potato leaf?
Oh, potato leaf. Okay. Yeah, I love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's talk about tourism in Sierra Leone.
Yes.
You have traveled to most parts of Africa, to different parts of the world.
Yeah.
What do you think Sierra Leone need to sell more to boost our tourism?
Honestly, I have been to 116 countries.
Congratulations.
Thank you. We thank God. And my goal is to be the first Black woman to see the whole world.
Okay.
And Sierra Leone is maybe my top 3 destinations.
Okay.
Just because it's such an organic place. I feel like the number one resource in Sierra Leone is the people. They are so open, so friendly, which is not common. It's not something you find everywhere. The food is organic. The people work. They grow their own food. I love the weather. Like, it's even at night, it's warm. You know, like it's just a lovely place.
We have a lovely weather.
Yes. So my favorite thing about Sierra Leone that I feel needs to be promoted more would be the culture and the landscape. It's very unique to this place. Even just the journey from Lungi to the
Freetown.
to Freetown. So I had an experience lately. I don't like the ferry and I don't get on water. So normally I drive around.
Okay.
I would rather, it doesn't matter where I'm coming from. I could be coming from New York, traveled for 2 days, I would still drive around. And recently I had an experience where a Sierra Leonean friend of mine extended the kindness of chartering a private ferry for me. And that transition was so easy. and not so scary. It was like 2 a.m. when my flight landed. So to be picked up, and these are the things I love about Sierra Leone. You can customize your travel. I left VIPs and diplomats who were coming for this conference right at Lungi waiting. But I came and I went through, and in no time I was at my hotel, which is fabulous. It's modern. And these are the things I don't think we show about Sierra Leone.
Okay.
When there's a mudslide, we'll talk about it. When there's Ebola, we will talk about it.
So we always showcase our problems.
And it doesn't make sense. Everyone has problems, but other people know well enough not to externalize it. You know, they say don't wash your dirty laundry. Yeah. Everyone has problems, but the unique things that make Sierra Leone beautiful, we don't talk about it. Yesterday at the Congress, it was the first day, and I didn't even know that Sierra Leone had like a national dress or like a traditional. It's beautiful. It's like this woven fabric, and I think
we also have it as country cloth.
Country cloth.
We use wool to intertwine it.
Do you know how much that would sell if it was by like Prada or like by Louis Vuitton? Because it's handmade, right?
Yes, handmade. It's handmade.
Other people know enough to capitalize. That could be easily anywhere from $5,000 to $8,000.
Yeah.
And you will pay for it because it has a brand name, no?
So it's all about the marketing.
Yes.
We need to market. We need to rebrand our tourism sector. The things that we have to sell them out more of in a positive way.
You could have the best product in the world, but if you keep it under your bed, we won't know about it.
Yeah.
And we won't buy it.
Okay, so now let's merge technology and tourism.
Okay.
So tell me how important is technology in boosting our tourism, especially in Sierra Leone?
It's extremely important. I feel like tech is the only industry that's going to survive into the future. Last year, actually this year, we had the first tech and tourism conference in Africa. And I was blessed enough to be a speaker. It was held by South Africa. Anybody else could have held it. But, you know, as
South Africa is South Africa.
Do you understand? So I feel like if the whole world, it's a multi-trillion-dollar industry, and the whole world is heading there, we could head there too. Sierra Leone, I remember a few years back, there was a boy who came up with like a way to do radio using all the way from he was ahead of his time. If we had capitalized on that, if the Sierra Leonean government had put him in the forefront, who knows? Because that's what brings investment. That's what brings, and you own it and you patent it and you sell it. So we're buying technology with our own. That boy was not from the city, he's from the village. He doesn't have the resources. So you can imagine if we supported him and there are many others like him. So Africa, I feel like we're always at the front, but because we don't pay attention, we always end up at the back. So somebody must have seen that on CNN or BBC or whatever platform, replicated the same thing, and now is selling it to us as technology.
So it's most time it actually started back home. It started in Africa. But because we failed to promote it, to amplify it, to make a big noise out of it, we end up buying it into as a new technology.
Exactly.
So how can Sierra Leone, because I want to localize this conversation about it, how can Sierra Leone use technology to maximize its potential in the tourism world? Like using
more programs. I feel like if we introduced, we have math, we have biology, we have whatever, we've introduced it, and even at nursery school level, kindergarten level, primary school level, have a tech class, teach our children STEM, you know, which is science, technology. You understand? Teach our children how to code, because that's the best age to get them at, so that your mind is open, you're exposed. So that would be great if the Ministry of Education would focus on programs that teach children technology, so it can, you know, move down. Let's focus on industry as well, manufacturing. We need the technology. I remember when my mom was first stationed in Sierra Leone, she was shocked. She was like, everything is imported, even matchsticks. Why? We can localize industry, you understand? That we can invest, the amount of money it takes to invest, to buy these machines, to put up a plant. Sierra Leone is beautiful. It has so much land. That drive that I take from Lungi to Freetown. There's so much land. We can put up plants and manufacture our own things and export them to neighboring countries.
So talking about tourism, it just doesn't mean foreigners coming in.
No.
But what about local tourism? And can the Ministry of, you think the Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs can make tourism more attractive to the locals? Because tourism must start from home.
Yes.
If locals see that there is a need for them to explore their countries, it will attract more foreigners to come and visit.
Exactly, and I feel like that is something that's very lacking. Most people I've come across in Freetown have been to the capital because that's where they work, and their village because that's where they. If you're extremely lucky and you married somebody from another village, then maybe you've been to their village as well, and that's where it ends.
So you don't explore, you mean?
Yes, exactly, and local tourism is important because you're going to travel, you're going to post it on social media, you're going to tag it. Your friends from outside, international friends, everybody here has a relative in the UK, in the US. So if we post about our country, it makes them want to come back home. When you come back home, you spend money back home. So local tourism is what leads to international tourism. It is extremely important. Also, our leaders, you're always, when you travel to Paris, you'll be posting for us. But, when you travel to Bo or when you travel to Port Local, you're not posting. And it's just as beautiful and just as glamorous. You know what I'm saying?
So it starts from us promoting ourselves, promoting our villages.
And loving our country and not thinking that somebody else has better than you. No, it's what you show. I didn't know about cassava leaves till I came to Sierra Leone. Like, that's crazy.
That's our national food.
Yeah.
That I had never heard of it. It's not indigenous to where I'm from, so I can only get it here. So if we could do that, and also like I think partnering with the United Nations, UN Habitat, UNESCO, if we sold Sierra Leone and packaged it to them, you're not coming here to save us or help us. No, you're here because you know our worth. So if we acted like, value is what you put on the thing, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. So if we were proudly Sierra Leonean all the time, then you have no choice but to.
I think I need to strategize. Start using more of my local. I have this woven clothes, but I've been underestimating that clothes.
But if I bring you a Nike shirt,
I love it.
You love it.
I think even from our local languages, you have some parents, they don't permit their children to speak the local language. Instead, they say they should speak English. So I think it starts from us.
Right. and I always say English is not a sign of intelligence. When you look at Messi, when you look at those, they can barely speak. When you look at Ronaldo, Cristiano, his English is not
that
good. Yeah.
But he has the highest. He has so many followers that YouTube banned him. He could not open a YouTube channel because they would have to pay him.
Yeah.
But we also have Idris Elba. We also have Aisha Cisse. Yeah. We also have people in the NFL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So talking about tourism, how important tourism is, starting from local tourism before exporting tourism, how important tourism is in promoting a particular country and helping building the socio-economic status of that country?
Arguably, to me, it's the most important source of income because I come from Kenya and South Africa. Those are the
two giant countries in terms of
tourism. That's what we depend on. And when I say Sierra Leone has its own unique landscape, totally different from either of those, East Africa, South Africa, Southern Africa, you guys are just sleeping on a gold mine. And I have half the mind to offer my services as the tourism ambassador, which is also important. Africa, we have almost like a poverty of spirits, like a poverty mentality. The Kenyan tourism ambassador is Naomi Campbell. She's not African.
She's an American.
American,
She's British, right?
Naomi Campbell.
Yeah, yes. Naomi Campbell, supermodel. Nothing to do with my culture, but she loves the country so much. and she's brought billions of dollars of investment based on that. So we need to learn to collaborate. I might not be Sierra Leonean, but because I have that objective view, because I'm not Sierra Leonean, I might see things that other people do not see, coming from the tourism background that Kenya has or that South Africa has. And so we need to learn to work together so that it's beneficial to mutually to each country's.
Talking about working together, collaborating together, how can Sierra Leone tap from the experience from countries like Kenya and other giants in the tourism sector?
I think having this Women in Tourism Congress is such a great first step. It has brought the Minister of Tourism from Zimbabwe, Deputy Minister for Tourism from Namibia. It has brought all these UN Tourism. A lot of people did not know UN Tourism existed as an agency before this Congress. So I think it's in the right direction. We're having conversations, we're interacting, we're exchanging experiences and culture, So I think we're doing the right thing. We're starting the conversation. The next step is to implement the things we learn and to take risks. You have to take the step. If you want to do a new thing, you must do a new thing.
Yeah.
So kind of getting out of that mold, the mentality we have, where we're in a safe space. Success is not going to find you in your comfort zone. You have to venture out. So I think this was such a great idea, bringing women together from different spheres of the continent and in different capacities. I think it was brilliant.
Okay.
We have most of the things to make us hotspots for tourists. What can we do to attract people outside to come to visit us?
We have to use technology. We have to use social media. Those are the things we have in our hand. You can only use what you have. So travel more. Like this weekend, just drive an hour out and be like, and because you have, like the two of you, you have the platform, you have the voice, and you inspire so many young people. And for me to find myself on this show, it means that you have the reach. So use it. When you're having your cream, take a cute photo and be like, and I promise you, 10, 15 people that day will have cream because that's what the power of marketing, the power of advertising, the power of promotion. So yeah, just
So social, the media as well, especially maybe social media, also helps in promoting tourism.
It does.
Okay. So the Ministry of the Tourism, they are currently undergoing the Congress.
Yes.
So how could this Congress also help more women to participate in tourism?
Localizing it. This was an international Congress.
Yeah.
It was continental. So localize it, make it regional, provincial. Do the same thing, replicate it on each and every level so that there's access. Have conversations with these women. I'm all the way from South Africa. I cannot know better about I can't keep saying Port Loco and what else do you have?
That's the way you use to call.
Right. So what other place do you have? What other
where you want to visit, or
you have Makeni? Yeah. So I cannot know better what Makeni has than the woman who lives, works, hustles, and provides in Makeni. So we would have to sit and have a conversation, and empower her to be able to promote Makeni because that's her real life. I cannot come from outside. I cannot come from Freetown and be telling Makeni what. I have to give her insight, but I also have to listen. So just decentralizing this same Congress and replicating it internally.
So how important are women in the tourism sector?
I think I should ask you that. How important are women generally?
How are women?
Tell me. No, I'm asking you. How important are women? How important are women in your life?
They are very important.
How?
They are very. How? Can I place it?
I think I should start because I am the woman here.
No, because you know already. So you're not the problem because you are the woman.
Okay.
So you must don't try and help me. This is how women are. We're always to the rescue.
Yeah.
No. Tell us how important.
Women are very important.
Yes. Because why?
The women in my life They are the
The
backbone.
women in your life.
Starting with you, co-host, we're co-anchors. You compliment
My wife, my mother, my daughters.
Okay.
So the women in my life,
Yes.
they are very important. You know, these people are the bedrock. You know, the support system.
How? You know, you're saying the same thing with very many words.
Ow! Answer my question.
No, you see, and this is the problem. You cannot even articulate.
I can.
So please do.
Okay, let's go. The women in my life.
Yes. How are they important?
I just mentioned one. They are my support system.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
That's one. You see, for a man, if you need a fallback, maybe you have some challenges for the day, at least you need someone you can talk to. So that's one.
Okay.
Yes. So
And another one. Can you imagine?
that's the emotional support I'm talking about.
Yes.
So that's
Which other way?
I don't want to go into in depth.
Why?
I don't want to.
This is the point of this conversation, and that's my issue. So women, that's the role we're always assuming. We're only useful to you because we support you. That is a very, it's almost like the conversation men don't like to have about money. If a woman says, my man needs to have money, how do you feel about that? If I'm like, well, you want to be my man, you need money. Immediately it offends your spirit.
Yeah.
But you have no problem saying, if you want to be my woman, you have to support me.
It's not all about the support now.
Yeah, so tell me the other ones. I've given you a chance. Tell me how else we're important.
You are putting him on a hot seat.
Exactly. And that's the conversation I feel we need to normalize and have. At least he has recognized wife, daughters, mother, you understand? And everybody has that.
Yeah.
But the burden is always on the women to give this kind of support. It's easier to give money. That's what I tell men. You have a very easy job. If a woman says that just financially support them, that's the easiest thing because money can always be made. But emotional support, mental support, that's intangible. The value, you cannot put value on that. $1 million cannot compensate if a woman was there for you when you suffered a loss, or if you had an injury, you cannot work anymore, and she had your back, and these things we don't value. So if a woman is important in everyday life, you can imagine, of course she's important in tourism. There's nothing without the woman in any sphere, in any sector. Women are important in tourism because we're important in life. Life begins and ends with us. We give life in every sense of the word.
Yeah.
Right? And we still make money. You can imagine, this is one role you've been given is make money. We still make money on top. So I want an Africa where we respect women beyond support. This chair is supporting me to sit. It has to have more value than that. If it's supposed to, let it be chiropractic, let it be aesthetically beautiful, let it be easy to clean. You understand? Like, seats have more than the supporting me, so we're able to have this conversation. So I want women to be more than functional. It took a female minister for us to have this women in Congress. If the Minister of Tourism was a man, we would not have this meeting. So she has managed to bring Africa together into a space where we can collaborate, where we can exchange ideas. I'm tired of having this why are women important conversation. It's like asking somebody why is oxygen important. What will you say? Why is oxygen important? You need it
to breathe.
To breathe, you need it.
Oxygen.
Oxygen is not life. So let's not talk about why women are important in anything. It's obvious we're oxygen.
Yeah.
Simple as that. Yeah.
So you finally answered my question.
I got there.
After dragging me up and down.
No, but you see, why is the same question posed to me when posed to you dragging? Do you understand what I'm saying? We have an attitude. We have a you know, we have a certain way we handle women. I don't like it.
So talking about the contribution of, in tourism, specifically focusing on the tourism congress because it's about women.
Yes.
Do you think it was actually necessary if women were given the space to promote, to showcase what they have?
Yes. I think it was necessary because representation matters, but I think it's unfortunate that we still need to classify things into men and women. Yeah. It was absolutely necessary only because you have to lend a voice to anything you're championing or promoting. But I'm also tired of women's spaces. There should just be spaces. There should be spaces for African tourism.
Yeah.
But we're so behind that we still need to advocate for women's spaces first and then address the industry. So it would be beautiful to just see tourism in Africa Congress.
Okay.
I would love that. Where women is no longer a conversation. Because again, I think we've just seen that there's no conversation without women anyway. So
Okay. All right. So if you take a look a tour in Sierra Leone, you will notice we have beautiful places. I don't know if you visited the number 2 river.
yes.
And if you visit the up countries, we have places like Kailaon, Makeni. We have beautiful places you will love to visit. But I think we have places we need to showcase.
Yes.
We have places, people out there need to know those places. And taking back to the war, where the war in Sierra Leone, we have this place in Kailaon, where is the slaughterhouse, where the rebels used to slaughter people. You know, so I'm just thinking, what will Sierra Leoneans do? Not just the Minister of Tourism, but us Sierra Leoneans. What will we do to showcase such places? Let it be known to people out there, people like you visiting us, people who don't even know about Sierra Leone. Because one day I was talking to one of my friends, and then she told her friend about Sierra Leone, and they asked, why is Sierra Leone? Is Sierra Leone a country? So what should we do to showcase such places and let people know our country, and let people know how beautiful and what beautiful places we have in Sierra Leone?
Be black and proud, be African and proud, be Sierra Leonean and proud. Social media, again, is the asset that we have in hand. There's different types of tourism. There's culinary tourism, there's wildlife tourism, there's even doomsday tourism. I'm not a fan, but there's people who like to visit horrible places that had trauma and tragedies. And so in your case, you already suffered such an unimaginable thing, such a genocide, such a painful thing. It might as well work in your favor. The people who came before us, our ancestors, our forefathers, they went through this thing. We might as well benefit from it. Let it not have been for nothing. So you package it, and you educate people, and you let them, future generations, know why it must never happen again. And we make money in the process, and we use the money for good to promote education, to promote industry, to promote water and sanitation. And hopefully, build an independent economy where as Sierra Leoneans can work and be paid enough. And not glamorize, that colonialist mentality where the Western world is better than us. We're a developing country, yes, but we're not a third world country. And just because they're developed doesn't make them a first world country. It just means they have used their technological resources better. So let's talk about it, let's be proud of it, let's use social media for good. Let's put it out there. The conversation your friend had with her friend, they didn't know about Sierra Leone, but after that conversation,
they know about Sierra Leone.
They know about Sierra Leone.
So let's talk about travel. What factors actually influence your choice of travel destination?
Oh, that's such a good question. Definitely new experiences. I love to go someplace new and have a meeting of the minds. And life is so interesting. If I didn't come here, you and I would never have this conversation.
And you would have never put me on the hot spot.
And you'd have never had like a in-depth look at the women in your life. Because I know tonight that's what you're going to be thinking about. and you're intelligent and you're exposed and you have conversations. And I can tell that you're pro-women, but you've never taken time to really think, like, why are women important in my life? So this kind of thing, you have to venture out. So being somewhere I've never been before, I'm a hip hop head. I love Afrobeats. When I go to a new country, I want to try the local beer. I want to see what your healthcare looks like. I went to Brazil and healthcare is free, 100%. Oh. That means even like optional surgery, which is not even, it's not life-saving. So all these, if you want to transition, let's say, the surgery is free. Mental health care is free. I was shocked. Do you know how much my people in my country would benefit if healthcare was free? It was just mind-blowing to see. And I like to listen to the music. I love music. I love dancing.
Have you listened to any Sierra Leonean song?
Sweet Mother. Sweet Mother.
Sweet Mother, yeah.
I know that. I know that song. Okay. I've met a few Sierra Leonean artists in New York. And then there's this artist in my country that had beef with a Sierra Leonean artist, Calligraph, who's actually a relative of mine. So these are the way we exchange culture. But I appreciate music is like a universal language. As you can tell, I eat well.
You eat well.
So, culinary tourism. I want to go to a new country and try a new food that I've never tried before because food inspires me. It makes my soul sing. So happy when I eat. You know, I'm an emotional eater. So these are the things I want before I die to have. You know, God created the world. Yes, I want to experience everything. He put me on earth. He gave me life. Gave me energy. I want to experience everything. So these are the things that inspire me. Okay. Well, of course, things like cost as well, accessibility. Luckily for me, I come from a country where my passport, I think one is number 8 in Africa in terms of access. So I have access to more than 100 countries visa-free. Okay. That also helps, you know, because visa can be a very stressful process, as we know, to some places.
So talking about experience going to places, what will you say, or what the things in terms of experience will be your top 3 experience?
I'm guessing Sierra Leone will be one, but
why are you guessing that? Why are you guessing that? Honestly, Sierra Leone is one of them, and I'm not just saying that to be cliche. I'm wearing a local designer, like I said, Chisom.
Okay.
When I come here, one of my closest friends, her name is Chidima, and she owns a salon, a spa. It's called Sparkle. It's on Lumley Beach, and you know, she takes care of my hair, makes me look good, feel good. She tells me everything, where to eat, where to go. She's like a one-stop shop for everything. You know, so you know how it is, like. Makeup enhances, gives you confidence, makes you happy, you know, like the styling.
So I look beautiful this morning.
You know, thank you. You should have started with that. Maybe I would have come. But these are one of the things. Sierra Leone feels like my home away from home, which doesn't make any sense because it's on the opposite end of where I come from. We don't share anything in terms of culture, but this one lady, who is not even Sierra Leonean, she's Nigerian, Sierra Leonean. She's lived here for so long. Her father has a business here. He's in beauty and cosmetics. He brings hair, and so she left her own country to move to Sierra Leone, and she feels Sierra Leonean. Her partner is Sierra Leonean.
This is one of our strongholds.
You know what I mean? So already in that situation alone, we have 4 different countries from different hemispheres of the same continent coming together as one. So these are one of the things I would say, one of my top experiences. I would say my second experience, I would say Gabon. Gabon is not a very talked about place. Ludacris, the hip hop artist, is one of my favorite artists. He's Gabonese now. He went and asked for citizenship because Gabon is so beautiful. The unique experience I felt in Gabon was I was on the beach and I was closing my eyes like Instagram bay, you know, just getting pictures and stuff. And there was a shadow that came over me, and I was cold. And I was like, "What's going on?" I'm on the beach. There's the sun, and I opened my eyes, and I kid you, there's an elephant walking. I was so confused. I'm like, where am I? Am I dreaming? So Gabon is one of the rare places where the beach and the jungle meet.
Oh, okay.
So you can see chimpanzees coming to the water, and I have never seen anything like that. And you can't find anything like that in the world. It was wild. And my third dope experience, I would say, maybe Chris Brown
Okay.
in Kenya. I love Chris Brown.
Most women do.
Yeah, no, it's because he's multi-talented.
Yeah.
You cannot be tall, handsome. You can dance. You can play basketball. You can sing. You can graffiti. You can draw. You're an artist. You're a fashionista. I don't even know.
It's a full package.
Why African men stress there's two of those things they don't have, but they will be doing anyhow. I just don't understand. And Chris Brown, how he treats his fans. Have you seen those pictures he does, like the meet and greet after?
Yeah.
He looks like he's the boyfriend to each of those ladies. They're women with disabilities. They don't have legs, but they're smiling from here to here because Chris Brown is treating them like, please, African men, let's do better. You're not Chris Brown. You're not Chris Brown, and he's just making us. He's just touching our hearts from so far. So I went for a I went for a Chris Brown concert, but first I hosted him for an interview when I was in radio. And our security guard, he had bought a new phone. You can imagine what it means to her to buy a new phone, just to be able. Because before she had the normal phones, she went to buy a phone with a camera. Who knows what useless brand it was or what? Just to be able to take a picture of Chris Brown as he walks in, and he took time and he posted this. He even took pictures with his own phone, then sent it to my producer so he can give it to her. It's interactions like those. I've never seen that lady smile. Not even
These
one
are
day.
your top experience.
These are my top experiences, and they are all continental.
Okay.
I didn't have to go far to get my life experiences.
Let's talk about you. Recently, you did a walk in the New York Fashion. So tell us about that experience.
That experience was so wild. Again, African women coming together. So the agency that sought me out is actually owned by a Nigerian woman, Gloria Mansa, who is married to a Ghanaian, who then hired a Namibian to be the coordinator already, without even venturing out. And they approached me. They wanted me to walk New York Fashion Week, which is the largest fashion event in the world, this past September. And I'm like, I'm not a model. I'm not, so why would you, I'm plus size. And they were like, yeah, but your body positivity activism, I advocate for health at any size. People say when you're too skinny, you're not healthy. When you're too big, you're not healthy. I think these experiences are individual. And as long as you are striving to be healthier today more than you were yesterday, whatever that looks like, if I eat one eba instead of two today, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I should not be like, oh, no eba, no. Take it a day at a time and just try to be healthy, because at the end of the day, longevity in life is everything. Nowadays, we're all dying from lifestyle diseases. Diabetes is happening to people in their 30s. It's crazy. Blood pressure, people in their 20s. These are things that affect our grandparents in their 70s. And so as a generation, we need to do better, because we're so stressed and we're overstimulated. You wake up, the first thing is you're on your phone. So your brain doesn't rest, and we drink a lot.
Okay. So
drink a lot.
Yeah, all of us. Yeah. I'm not speaking for myself. and so it was great to have that platform and represent people who are not the typical beauty standard, and everybody is wonderful in their own way.
Think, one thing African women should appreciate more. The African men, we appreciate your kind.
Yes. As you should. Yes. I applaud African men for that. It's true. I do applaud African men for that. And I have African men are my favorite men.
Wow.
I'm not gonna lie.
But then Chris Brown is your favorite.
You know,
We're not Chris Brown, but we appreciate.
I'm sure if he did Ancestry.com, he will find that he came somewhere from West Africa. So he is African descent.
Yeah.
So West African men, we're actually top notch.
Honestly, I do agree that it's very interesting because I don't talk to East African men and I don't talk to Southern African men at all. My favorite men are West African, sometimes Central African, yeah, and definitely Caribbean.
Most of them are from West Africa.
Exactly. So yes,
We talk about the New York Fashion Week, which you partake in, and you came out with some amount of award. Is it?
Oh yes, God is so good, and He works in such interesting ways. So there was the People's Choice Award, which is a famous award, and for some reason I won that award, and it was great.
You were not expecting it.
No, I wasn't at all. I didn't even nominate. I didn't even know it was going on, and they give you prize money. So it was great.
You went in just casually. You just want to this, and you came out with something else.
Unexpected that just opened a whole new platform for me, because after that you have duties and you have to go on tour, so it was great.
Are you going to take it seriously now from henceforth?
What?
The modeling, the fashion.
I'm not passionate about modeling, but I will take the activism, the body positivity activism. Yeah.
Okay. So as a travel expert, you've visited so many countries.
Right.
How do social media or technology as a whole helps in bookings? You're traveling, you have to
Absolute
places.
game changer. It makes everything so much simpler. It helps the research. It puts you in touch with people. It's so interesting. Before I go somewhere, I don't know anybody. But because of Instagram and ChatGPT, I end up knowing exactly where I want to go, who I want to interact with, what shows I want to go on. And yeah, it's everything. Without technology, I can't imagine going to a foreign place where you know nobody, you know nothing, you don't even know who the president is, you don't know the currency. It would be wild. Yeah, so it's definitely holy grail for me.
As we are coming to the end of this conversation, what tips are you going to leave with Sierra Leoneans in terms of traveling and tourism?
First of all, do it. That's the most important thing. We can talk all day, but if we don't take action, it means nothing. So after this conversation, where are you going? Your next holiday, your next getaway, when you can take some leave days, and where are you going?
I think Kenya or South Africa. Not because of you though.
No, it's because of
I was anticipating to visit South Africa and Kenya even before you came in. So
why?
Well, I think the most talked about places. I mean, South Africa. I've got my friends talking about South Africa, places to visit.
Yeah.
So I've always been anticipating to visit there.
I love that. So you're totally welcome, and everything will be on me.
Oh.
But just show me that you want to go. Just show me that you're coming. I got you.
No, yes. Definitely.
A1 treatment for you.
Thank you. I think I'll get to know after.
Yeah, of course.
For me, I'll be doing local tourism. We have a lot of places I want to visit. Otumba Kinari Park. It's a natural park where we have elephants.
Okay.
Buffalo.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So you see, I didn't even know you have elephants in Sierra Leone.
Yes,
That's crazy.
It is in the northern part of Sierra Leone.
How far is it from here? How do you get there?
Very far. Very far. It's the outskirts. Even not when
so
you
will you drive?
Yes.
How many hours do you think?
I don't know more than but if you Google Otumba Kilimni National Park, the OKP.
I did not know that you guys had any of the big five here.
Yes.
And you have two. That's crazy.
Yes. We have these natural parks.
Okay.
Currently.
So maybe that's one of the tips, government should make these places accessible.
Yeah.
These are the things we should find at Lungi when we land. Okay. When we're going through immigration, or I came through the VIP diplomats lane, they should give us a brochure that says this park exists and you can do this, an itinerary of things we can do. Yeah. That would be perfect.
And we have this chimpanzee sanctuary.
Yeah, I'm so scared of that place.
Okay, you have been there?
Yeah, because have you watched Planet of the Apes?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm terrified. So when I drive around, that's like usually the last one. I'm just like, I don't even want to look outside. I'm just like, please, drive. Yeah, I'm so scared.
Well, we have natural parks, so this December I want to do local tourism.
Okay. Yeah, so you have to post and hashtag. Tag me so I can see that you went.
No problem.
Both of you, right? And so that we at Voices we can monitor this. Hold you to your word.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my question.
Yes.
Tips.
So that's the first one.
Yeah.
Like more conversations like this and encouraging people in my circle to do the type of tourism that they want to do. You can even do media tourism. There's so many online TVs out there. So when you travel to Kenya or South Africa, find out what is it that they do differently from us.
Else.
What do you do different from them that can help them and have those meeting of them. It always helps. So that's one of my tips. Second tip would be, I was telling Chidima this morning, book the trip. Travel is seen as a luxury. I see it as oxygen. So the earlier you book, the cheaper it is. For December, instead of waiting, if you do it after this session, once you pay, you're stuck. You must go. But if you think like, oh no, I have rent, I have school fees, oh my mother needs money in the village. But by the time you're done, travel is not even important. It seems like, oh, fun, but travel is healthcare, self-care, and your mental health is everything. If you're stressed, if you're frustrated, you will not be the great host that you are today. You will not have that personality, that insight. You'll be tired. You'll be just doing it like to finish. So prioritize the self-care. Book the trip. Close your eyes and do it. If you can't afford it alone, find your friends, split the cost, and just go. Just do it. That would be the second thing. My third tip would be to reach out to me, at Brooklyn VYOLESA at Brooklyn Violets on Instagram. Ask me all your questions. 116 countries, I'm sure. By the time you ask me about Dubai, UK, I got you. I got you. I'll tell you everything, where to go based on your budget. Travel does not have to be expensive. That's a myth. It's a rumor. You can travel somewhere. Pick Malta, for example, where a room can be $20. Where airfare within Europe, within the Schengen area, is cheaper than taking a bus or a train. Things that Africans, we cannot imagine. You know what I'm saying? So reach out to me, talk to me, ask me whatever you want to ask me. I can put you in touch. I have friends everywhere. Just the way I have you guys in Sierra Leone. I can put you in touch with anyone, anywhere, and they can hold your hand so you don't feel so intimidated and so like reluctant to travel the world. It's yours. Nobody should. Don't let them convince you that it's their country. No, it's yours. The world is yours. God created it for you to experience and enjoy.
Okay.
Yeah.
In name now, Brooklyn Violeta. I want to say thank you for joining at the studio this morning.
Thank you.
It's something
It's small.
Okay. Well, now this edition of Voices at 7 go left for today. I want to tell thank you to the entire team who make it possible for you for make this edition meet you. I want to tell David Kago, the camera operator, and Mohamed Conte. I get Mohamed Denke and Rafael Mara, with the part of the operation team. And to the entire team, till we meet again for fresh edition for Voices at 7. Mina Arnold, Felix Elbadi, say tata.
And not forget for join we Voices lunchtime program at 1. And so till tomorrow we another edition of Voices at 7. They meet you. As not forget for like, share, and invite more people them for join or follow Voices Online TV. Me, na Magdalene Kagbo, and I say goodbye.
Your trusted source for the latest news and developments in Sierra Leone. Today, we embark on a groundbreaking journey into the arts of our nation's digital evolution. From the energetic bloggers who bring fresh perspective to social media, influencers who amplify voices and stories, Sierra Leone's digital landscape is alive with innovation and engagement. In our new program, New Media, Contribution to Development in Sierra Leone, We explore how these digital pioneers are transforming our nation. Join us as we dive into the world of online content creators and media innovators, discovering how their efforts are fostering growth, education, and empowerment across Sierra Leone. Tune in as we spotlight the voices behind the screens, unveil the impact of new media on our development journey. This is